Good morning, boys and girls. It's been a while since I spoke to you. So there's been some interesting revelations that's come out lately. Epstein's back in the news. Not a lot, but he's back in the news. It seems that some of the files are going to be released of some of the people that he was serving the young children to. You know, like allegedly Bill Gates, who flew to Epstein Island about 30 times. Bill Clinton, who flew to the island about 28 times. And you remember he had cameras in every property filming everybody that he enticed with these young little girls. So, remember Maxwell was put in jail for actually not selling or pimping out girls to any men. Remember? Nobody was arrested, but she went to jail for trafficking and things like that. Well, let's see if the judge who has allowed this information to be exposed, hopefully won't happen. Remember what happened to the other judge that was involved in a case with the Deutsche Bank and Epstein? A gunman came to her house and killed her son and shot her husband. Luckily, she wasn't home. So let's see if this judge mysteriously kills himself like Epstein did. There's a lot of powerful people involved in this. Even, as I said, Bill Gates, he just met the Australian Prime Minister. Even though we all know that Bill Gates used to hang out with Epstein. Work that one out. So I'm not saying nothing about Olvo, but maybe you should, decide who your friends are. A little bit better than that you're doing at the moment. So hopefully these names do be released, then they all go to jail. Well, they should. But do you honestly think it's going to happen? I hope it does, but comment, let me know what you think. And there's something else going on in the States that nobody's reporting about. In Ohio, there's this massive train derailment and this massive explosion afterwards, right? It's an actual natural catastrophe, a catastrophe. Like it was 5 cars of some chloride or chlorine or something like that. I'm not sure. A lot of people are not sure what it is, but it's killing everything. All the fish are dead in the rivers already, right? So I'd be saying there's going to be a lot of people dead if they don't get out of the area, or it's probably too late. All the firemen, they're going to be fucked. But why isn't this on the news? Like, it looked like a nuclear bomb's gone off. And from what I've been reading and watching videos from other actual chemists, they're like, this shit is bad. Like, real bad. But nobody's talking about it. All the nature-loving people, all the greenies, mainstream corporate corrupt media, nobody's talking about it. All they're talking about is Chinese balloons. Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it? Oh, Ukraine. So a friend of mine sent me a video from Slovakia. He's Slovakian. And their American-made tanks are now heading towards Ukraine. There's some interesting information that just come out. The ex-Prime Minister of Israel actually, he went to Russia, right? Got a peace deal working between him and Zelensky, between Putin and Zelensky, right? The deal was basically done. As long as NATO got out of the Ukraine and Ukraine stopped taking NATO weapons, right? Be like Switzerland, right? But then the Americans and Boris Johnson went to Ukraine and said no. So there was a peace deal. But the Americans said no and Boris Johnson said no. So this could have been over like within the first couple of weeks. But it seems the military-industrial complex doesn't want this to finish. Well, you remember the Americans come out and said, we actually want to get rid of Putin, right? That was the deal. That's the whole game. They want Putin out because they want to break Russia up, and I think it's into 5 different states. That's the whole plan. It's been put out. Newland was talking about it. It's been out for quite a while. So this war is not going to stop. And if they do send fighter jets, oh, you little European men, you might be conscripted. You might be going to war. So good luck with that. I do feel sorry for the Ukrainians, like the general public, not the Nazis, the Azov Battalion, all those fuckers. Because remember, the Nazis were the bad people. But I do feel sorry for like just the general population that's not involved and who are not Nazis. But as I said, this war's not going to end. It's going to continue on for years. So be prepared. Be prepared. All right, love yous. Peace out.